Hi there, I'm Corey with HubSpot Academy. Keeping up with trends in the marketing industry is challenging to say the least. They seem to come as fast as they go. And it's no different with paid marketing. Paid marketing includes any marketing material that you pay to place. Think social media ads and sponsored content, for example. You'll also hear other terms like paid media and paid advertising. These are often used interchangeably, depending on the context. But for us, they all boil up into the greater paid marketing topic. Throughout this video, we're going to hear from the experts for their tips and advice on what's new in the industry. And don't forget to hit that like button below and subscribe to our channel. Let's get started with programmatic buying for traditional media. Programmatic advertising is the automated buying and selling of online advertising. You might already be familiar with programmatic advertising if you're advertising with Google Ads, for example. But what's really cool is that traditional media, like TV, for example, is starting to become available as an outlet for programmatic advertising. Let's hear from Costas, the strategy lead at a digital agency called Brain Labs, to hear more about why he's so excited about this.
So one thing that I think is quite exciting is the concept of programmatic buying becoming more widespread amongst traditional media. So at the moment we're great at optimizing programmatically bought media online, but that's soon to expand into your TV space, into your out of home, which is already happening. And just the thought of a fully digital buying space is one that obviously excites us as a programmatic led agency.
And this won't stop with TV either. Other connected devices like speakers and in-home tablets are giving advertisers new outlets for their efforts too. Next up, automation is changing the game for advertisers too. Most of us marketers are probably familiar with automation by now. HubSpot has even built an entire business off marketing automation. But the advertising platforms that we use are only getting better and better when it comes to automating everyday tasks. Let's hear from Kirk, the founder of a micro agency called Zato, to learn more about what he thinks about automation.
The thing I'm most excited about in the paid marketing world is also probably the thing I'm most scared of, which is the role of automation. So the role of automation in paid search, I think, is going to do awesome things in allowing us to better service our clients, because it's going to take away a lot of the manual stuff that we used to do, like setting specific keyword bids and things like that. The scary part of that, though, can be that we might be nervous that, hey, that's going to take away our jobs, because that used to be what a lot of people did. I think the smart marketer, as maybe a spoiler for a future question, I think the smart marketer, though, is going to stay up on that by really making themselves more into strategy, planning, reporting, troubleshooting, more of the client focus. Or if you're in-house, you're reporting to people as well. So lean into that. If your job is primarily focused on manual bidding through spreadsheets, then yeah, you might have your job taken by automation and start getting a little bit more into troubleshooting, data analysis and all that.
And with so many advertising platforms out there these days, this automation is even more important than ever. We simply don't have time to be in these platforms day in and day out, setting keyword bids and manually reporting on each ad's performance. And speaking of advertising platforms, there are so many new platforms out there that advertisers can use. Let's hear from Sam, the founder of a paid media agency called Biddable Moments, to learn which platforms she's excited about today.
The one thing I'm really excited about in the world of paid media is the growing number of platforms that are available to advertisers. So I think we're seeing the rise of lots of different social media channels that are turning pay to play, and there's new players coming into the marketplace all the time. So one of the ones I've been looking at more recently is Tik Tok, and that's becoming a lot more prominent in the kind of teenagers space at the moment, and starting to play around with how ads fit in with that different marketplace and the different channels. So I think over the next year, 2 years, we're going to continue to see new platforms arising, and it's quite exciting to see how they can play a big part in the advertising campaigns that we're running for clients.
Video-centric advertising has definitely taken off in the past few years. So it makes sense that new platforms that are focused on video, like TikTok, have become popular for today's younger audiences. Melissa, Director of Display at Booyah Advertising, is excited about video too, but from an advertising perspective. Let's hear from her to learn why.
Something in the world of paid marketing that I'm very excited about is video advertising, which is funny because video's been around for so long, and I think just now with where consumer habits are going, video is starting to become a channel that will back out from, a lower funnel perspective as much as it does already right now from the top of the funnel. I still think it's a ways out before it can really start converting there, but we're seeing a lot of promising results from paid social. My counterpart is constantly talking about how paid social ads are starting to see more success with video. And so I know that for display, at least in my realm, that's going to be covering off on so many other areas, connected TV. We can be starting to see some conversions on mobile devices from video, content even. There's a lot of different areas that we can go from a video perspective, and so that's something I'm really excited about.
Video can be used just about anywhere you can use paid advertising, and it's usually one of the most effective types, especially from an audience engagement perspective. With all of these new ways to place and automate your advertising efforts, understanding how your paid marketing relates to your business's success is crucial to understand the impact of your work. That's where customer lifetime value modeling comes in. Customer lifetime value, or CLV, is a measurement of how valuable a customer is to your company over time. Let's hear from Tom to learn why he's so excited about this.
The thing that I'm the most excited about in the world of paid marketing is the ability to take customer lifetime value modeling to the level of the customer so that we can start to craft very relevant and I'd say more personalized campaigns for people. The big idea here being that in the past, lifetime value was at best an estimation, and it was all about optimizing to averages because the tools weren't available to really connect lifetime value to the specific customer. So what you had is this very top-down optimizing to averages style messaging. And what that meant is the consumer experience was pretty bad. We'd all be going around our daily lives and getting push messaging that interrupted our experience. With the tools that are now available through one, lifetime value modeling, and two, them merging into customer data platforms, the first party data, the third party data, the data from these ad platforms all coming together around single customer allows us to segment them down, give them a very, very custom tailored message that speaks to them as not only a person, but someone with specific values and specific behaviors.
There you have it, the top 5 trends for paid marketing. To sum everything up, the experts are excited about programmatic advertising for traditionally offline media, the expanding functionality and sophistication of automation, new and emerging social media networks, display advertising across the entire customer lifecycle, and data-driven campaign personalization to bring a stronger customer lifetime value. If you want to learn more about paid marketing and how to create an effective paid media strategy for your business that drives revenue, check out the new paid media course from HubSpot Academy. You'll hear from all of these experts and more to learn what it takes to plan, buy, and optimize your paid media to bring the highest return on investment. Just click the link in the description. Thanks for watching.